Welcome everybody to the Wake Up Call channel. I wanted to cover this. This happened a while back, but a lot of people were posting it on my website at callforanuprising.com. And again, if you haven't checked out the website, please consider becoming a member. It goes a long way in supporting the channel as well as keeping the website running. It is a place where people can interact with each other. There's exclusive videos on there, live chats, you can DM each other. It's a good community and people are sharing a lot of information. But a lot of people brought this to my attention. I never had covered it because I never had heard about it, but it's worth having on my channel. It's not a very old thing. It happened in 2019. And that is this skit that occurred as the opening monologue for the Spirit Awards, where female actresses got together and, of course, like they always do because it's so funny and original, they perform a satanic human sacrifice ritual to become demonically possessed, which is all the stuff I always talk about here. You see the repetition over and over and over of them doing it. Then, oh, it's fictional, desensitizing people to it. People don't think this stuff really goes on. And it's like, yeah, somebody just pulled this out of a hat. These rituals involving virgin sacrifices, cannibalism, drinking of blood, demonic possession, someone just made it up in their basement and then everyone in Hollywood was like, hey, it's a great idea. Let's do that. No one's ever done it before. We see it over and over and over again. It's not funny. There's nothing funny about it, yet constantly seeing the repetition. I'm going to show you this now, this opening, which involves Christina Ricci, other female actresses. I think one of the Arquettes is in there. I think the girl from My Cousin Vinny is in there as well. I forget her name off the top of my head. And of course, Aubrey Plaza, who is the host of this. And I'm going to show you the repetition with her, always referencing things as well after the clip. But take a look at this clip. And again, this is just more of them showing this, rubbing it in our faces.
Sisters, I gather you here today on the unholiest of afternoons, having accepted the invitation to conjure the spirit. The film Independent Spirit, Award Spirits, Spirit. Through this ancient ritual, we shall reject commercial cinema and pledge our souls to the pursuit of dangerous art.
Mondo Trasho, Mondo Trasho.
Lord of the Arts, Ghost of Barbara Loden.
Speak to me, Altman, Ashby, Antonioni.
Maya Darren.
Maya Darren, bring me the pain of Alexander Payne. Speak to me.
Silence! Begin the sacrifice!
We reject the Hollywood mainstream. Our future is with our sisters. In a bond, sealed with blood.
That's cute, ladies. But this ain't no book club.
Me the virgin sacrifice!
Here he is, sister.
Finn Wolftard, the bastard child that burst from the loins of the Netflix algorithm. Prepare to die.
I told him I was giving him a ride to GameStop.
Marcia, the dagger, please.
Forged from the gold of my Oscar.
We twist the blade of mainstream success against itself, that we may reap our promised bounty. More limited theatrical releases and modest success.
No, wait! I'm not a virgin. Women love me. Like all women, I'm like a 4-quadrant cutie.
I can get another virgin.
Ladies, I love all your work, by the way.
Thanks, that means a lot to me.
It's a real honor to meet you guys. I've been watching you since I was a little kid, so...
Kill him!
Spirit, come to me! Make me your host!
I'm gonna go because I'm gonna get blamed for this shit.
Can I just say, it's so great to see you outside of work.
Oh, we're all so busy.
So obviously nothing scary about it, right? But what is funny about it? This is supposed to be a comedy skit, right? And this is stuff that we always see. And this is the truth behind Hollywood. These people really do practice and partake in these rituals. They do bloodletting, right? You see them cut themselves and, do a pinky touch with each other. Christina Ricci poking at her neck. You see her almost demonically possessed up on a wall. Okay, the bloodletting rituals, which I've talked about many times over, cutting the flesh, which is forbidden by God. The reason that this is forbidden by God is the cutting of the flesh invites and invokes. You can invoke and bring in spiritual entities into your body. That's one of the reasons that tattoos have become so mainstream and normal. It was another way for people to partake in bloodletting rituals without even realizing that that's what they're doing to themselves. And that's why they've made it, tattoo. Everyone's got a tattoo. I'm not saying people who have tattoos are Satanists or occultists. Obviously, people in this world, left and right, everybody is misled. Nobody has a clue what's going on, but that's the truth of the matter. Now, this girl, Aubrey Plaza, was on a TV show, Parks and Recreation. And listen to some of these other just things that she's done and said, which all should raise suspicion about this person being obviously an occultist. Obviously, to be in Hollywood, you're a part of the club. That's how it works. But she even, wins an award. She thanks devil. She thanks demons, the devil. She thanks demons. She has some skits on Parks and Rec where she talks about partaking in satanic rituals. And then, of course, she has this mysterious quote about money being power, but pizza being knowledge, right? And for those of us who are aware and awake, they use these terms like pizza. They have hidden meanings. They have dual meanings. These are code words that they use. There's a reason that you always see these celebrities, wearing clothes that have pizza on it. It's not because it's their favorite food. You see people walking around with, clothes that has baked ziti on it, or, think about how ridiculous it is, but always pizza, right? I talked about the Pizza Museum, obviously Pizzagate, because pizza is code word for, well, you know what, which can't be said here on YouTube. So take a look at some of these other clips.
On behalf of Amy, I'd like to thank the devil and all the dark lords who
Don't do the devil stuff.
gave her this award
Don't do the devil stuff.
and allowed her to feast on the flesh of the innocent.
Thanks, everybody.
Is this gonna be one of those cool bachelorette parties where things get out of control and we murder someone and then we all have to take a blood oath to never reveal our secret?
No.
Then I might have to leave early. Kid, come on, time is money, money is power, power is pizza, pizza is knowledge. Let's go.
And we're supposed to believe, it's like they're always talking about it, right? And then we're supposed to sit here and we're supposed to fold our arms and just go, oh, that's humor. Well, the reason I'm showing it to you is because I'm trying to show you the repetition, okay? Repetition is the key to mind control. The way to break free from it is seeing the repetition. When you see the repetition, your mind starts to pull away like layers of an onion. It starts to see it here, 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 here. You're not going to see it, or your brain isn't going to recognize it if you're not seeing it all at once. If it hears it here and it hears it there and it hears it 20 weeks later, your brain's not going to go, oh yeah, your brain's being programmed. But when, I do videos when I show you how often they reference magic, how often, how many songs, right? I have a video where I go through every song that's called magic or about magic. Right? How many times we see the pentagram, the star everywhere, all these company logos, right? Off the top of your head, you're not going to think, oh, company, has a star in the logo. Oh, the Dallas Cowboys have a star. Oh, the Dallas Stars have a star. Star here, star there. But when you see it all put together and you start using common sense and you start saying to yourself, oh, and we're taught that these people are marketers and they're supposed to come up with logos and it's supposed to have its own brand, and it's all the same satanic occultic symbols that are being used. Well, it's the same with stuff like this. They're supposed to be out there. They're supposed to be doing these skits, and we always see this stuff, right? I mean, this is a scene right out of what? Zoolander 2? Remember the satanic ritual in Zoolander 2 that I covered? Maybe you weren't a subscriber to the channel back then, but they do the same thing with all of, the big, Tommy Hilfiger and all the big, what do they call them? Fashion, people. because that's what Zoolander is about, the modeling, the male modeling. And, you know, they talk about how they have their powers. They get their powers from human sacrifice. They all are in their druid cloaks. They're all underground. They're all performing a ritual. I think Anna Winter is in there, if that's her name, that old hag. And, I mean, this stuff is constantly occurring. It's nothing original and it's nothing new. But this is how they desensitize people while programming them at the same time, right? And then they come out and they go, oh, it's funny. It's supposed to be funny. They play the laugh box. People laugh. They think it's silly. They think it's a big joke. And in reality, this is what they're really doing, right? I mean, I showed you Will Ferrell, even on that late night talk show host, that horrible bomb of a show where they performed a satanic blood ritual, a mock ritual. I covered it. The guy had to actually go on Conan O'Brien and deflect. And he was clearly talking about this channel because I pretty much was the only one who covered it. At least the only one who covered it who had a big following. And I come out and go, people online are saying we're Satanists and things like that. Oh, and it's supposed to be a comedy sketch. And then they have everyone in the crowd laugh about it. Look, the gig is up. We know what these people are all about. I'm going to constantly show you this stuff because you can, when you see it, you can share it with people. You can help wake people up and hopefully help lead people to Christ by them seeing this stuff. Because there's a lot of people who don't believe in God because they've been duped about God and the devil, thinking it's all fiction and it's a fairy tale written by man. But when you start seeing the evil around you and the repetition, you start saying, why are they always talking about this stuff if all these people are atheists? Why are all these musicians constantly referencing Lucifer like Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande, Miley Cyrus? It's an easier way to get somebody to pick up the Bible to show them. It's just a different technique, and that's what I'm trying to do here, and also help wake people up from the mind control that they're under. Okay, this is spiritual warfare at its finest. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.